I see myself playing any COD in the near few months? Probably not. But will I be able to find members? Yes, but on different games. Would I be able to train them? Yes. I would just try to fight them and try to give them pointers on what they're doing wrong and what they can do better, combo wise, neutral wise, and just try to prove their overall performance on a game. But I want you to know this now. I'm not going to be playing COD as much as you would like, or as much as this role being not really a role, but being captain is. I just,
What about collab events?
as in, go into depth.
So before I said 2 days you play COD, 2 days you play this, 2 days you play that. You made it clear you don't want to play COD. But
Yes.
every month we have events. So these events are once per month. So what I'm trying to say is, because this is very hard for me because we've been doing the same thing for 12 years. So I have to be a little more open to um, this new style. If you were gonna post, because for instance, if you're embodying everything that makes a captain, which are these questions, and you're finding members and you're posting every single day, and they know you're the sixth cap of MVP, because it's interesting now when I think of sixth cap or first cap. It doesn't really say first cap of Call of Duty or second cap of Call of Duty. It just says first cap, second cap, third cap, etc. Now, if you were the cap that was captain, you became captain in COD, which is a very good and important thing, and you changed the whole. You added a new layer to the story where it's like we're gonna have generations in a whole new game. I don't really think it's bad as long as you follow the principles of what a captain is supposed to do. Which
I can follow
means
the
which means
principles.
which means we would have to have collab events where you and your generation, and you would have to pick, like, well, your captain, so you can pick a variety of. So basically the 10th anniversary, if let's say you won, the 10th anniversary generation is going to be built within four different divisions of the fighting games you like to play, which is going to be a little, which is going to be extremely complicated because they would have to be branches. So it would be like, okay, I'm trying to picture this. So we have the 10th anniversary generation. Super Saiyan's the sixth cap, but he's training them on four different games, not Call of Duty. And only in a collab event will his generation and himself play against people from COD, and at the same time, the Call of Duty kids will have to face your generations on those types of games, which would change MVP as a whole a little bit and make it a little harder because these are just Call of Duty kids versus people who play fighting games. So it makes it kind of fun, but then competitive at the same time.
Right, right,
So it's a little confusing, but if your generations are on Storm and Thing, then you're gonna have to create ranks for each of those games I assume they're probably going to be the same ranks, like member, lieutenant, captain, and stuff like that. And then at the same time, you would have to change the whole idea of becoming captain in a fighting game, which would be extremely hard because I don't even know. Like, because fighting game is different from COD. A fighting game, Super Saiyan, you are very, very good. So you can't select somebody to be the new leader. They have to earn it. Every hero in a book earns uh, their their hero status by saving the world or doing something. They don't. Someone doesn't just point at them like Kung Fu Panda and then just makes them the Kung Fu warrior. It doesn't work that way. You yes. So like what I'm saying is, yeah, what I'm saying is you're gonna have to really think hard if you're really trying, if you're really passionate about this, you're gonna really have to think hard of what are the ranks gonna be? How are they gonna get these ranks? Like, do they have to beat somebody up in a 1v1? Does it have to be you? Does it have to be a tournament with just everybody and fighting you at the end is just like a passing of the torch match? Or how is it gonna be constructed? But that's basically what you have to think about.
I
But
would probably have to take like
you would have
time
to
to
write
think
it
about it.
down
Yeah.
like I did and dissect this. Because if you said that, oh, there's a seventh cap tournament, it's gonna take place on fighter. Because you're the leader, right? It's gonna take place on fighters. You gotta beat everybody, and then you gotta beat me at the end. That's gonna be a little hard because if they can't already beat you, you would have to do things where like unless they can like
I would do that off of based off how they perform against me, not if they can win against me. So if I see them
uh-huh.
performing really well but not being able to win,
Okay.
I would try to scale them and saying, "Hey, you got you got better. I feel like you can move up to this specific rank. Even though you cannot beat me, you performed extremely well against me, and I feel like therefore I will move you up to this." So yeah, that is
It's not bad. It's new. That's why I'm trying my best to understand this at a like being a like founder type, like a new idea type of thing. But yeah, as long as there's a collage event where like you guys fight people in MVP on COD and the and everybody in MVP on COD fights you guys in your new game in the games you guys practice and play will overall make the clan good in both fighting games and Call of Duty, which is a big up instead of just being good at Call of Duty. So, your first five members, are they going to be people you already know off rip? Or are you going to just go online and try to meet a couple people, fight them, become friends,
well.
and then.
I'm gonna do people I already know, like the people that I met a few days ago in the writers thing.
Okay,
Those people.
that's
Um,
fair.
there's like six of them I think that I
Mm-hmm.
met.
Okay, then. Um, let's go to the next question here. It's the reason these questions are seeming very long is because you have a whole new idea. So that's why they seem much longer than they should be. So
I get that. I don't
it's
know.
not bad. Like for it to be long, it's just me and Kang have to understand what your motivations are. And you have to inform us on what your motivations are, and we have to come to an agreement. there's no agreement or understanding of what's gonna happen, then we can't really move forward. We can't really see what that future would be like, basically. That's why they're long. That doesn't make it bad, what you're saying, because you're being very ambitious right now. So, um, they're not bad answers. Um, the next question is, how would you deal with an altercation between two members that are consistently fighting, arguing, and trash talking each other, while other members are trying to de-escalate the situation, but it's going nowhere? So to shorten it up, two guys are arguing because they think one of them is better. This isn't a joke. They're being very toxic and they're mad with each other about who's better. How would you de-escalate this situation?
How would I de-escalate the
Now you got
situation?
to think of this at a fighting game standpoint now, not Call of Duty. So think fighting
Of
game.
course, yes. That was probably like. Can I give an example?
Yes.
Example. My first thing to say to them would probably try to tell them to calm down.
Okay.
Calm down. And if they don't want to calm down, I would tell them maybe you should like get off the game for a bit, clear your head, and maybe come back later. Because, like I said, I don't know if I ever said this before to you,
Mm-hmm.
but in the heat of the moment, when you're mad at a friend, you guys just, or when you're mad at a friend or a person that's in your clan, you just say stuff, and then if these people keep going back and forth, it's not gonna. There's gonna be no resolution. So maybe telling them to, hey, you take a break, come back later. Maybe we'll try to talk it out. Because in the heat of the moment, they just want to keep talking shit to each other, and it's not gonna resolve anything in any way. And maybe just telling them to chill out and get off the game for a bit would probably be my best solution. There's definitely other ones where you can try to de-escalate the situation by resolving what the problem is. But I feel like everybody nowadays has an ego, so they don't want to be proven wrong. And if you try to if you try to de-escalate the situation by proving one person wrong, then the other person would feel like you're on that person's side and you're against them, making that person dislike you and the other person as well. Because then that wouldn't resolve anything as well. That would just make it worse. Um, Probably best situation. The best way to resolve any situation like that is probably tell them to cool off. You don't want to take sides. That makes it more heated. You don't want to be on anybody's side. You just want to tell them calm down, take a break. Um, Other than that, I can't really think of anything
Yeah,
because
but
if you
what I'm
try to,
trying to say is like you're putting valid points, but what's the cherry on the cake is like they're not listening to you and they're still arguing. Like what do you like saying to calm down? And I've been in the party with the guys. Nobody fucking listens and they still keep going. And the thing about being leader is you know how let's say me and Dolphin are arguing, you're laughing, but at the same time me and Dolphin know we're both trying to fuck with
prove
each
each other
other
wrong.
in a
Yeah.
jokey way, you know what I mean? But in an ego jokey way. And you kind of like will laugh and, um, what's the word? Instigate as well to keep it going because it's funny and stuff like that. You gotta understand when you're leader, it doesn't make you a boring person to not do that, but the thing is you don't want your members arguing with each other and you can't seem childish. So like if you guys are all having a good day and you're playing, you're training, you're fighting, you're learning new combos, you're doing this and stuff like that, and all of a sudden two guys got beef with each other, telling them to relax isn't really gonna help out. Um, but kicking them also is not gonna
Wouldn't
make you
help.
look good.
Yeah, no. See,
So
that's why I
what I
didn't
would,
say that, because
yeah,
I was
I
gonna say maybe kick both of them and then let them cool off, but then it's like, oh, they're gonna get more mad at you. That's why I just don't do that either.
right. But the best thing
Um,
to do that I can say, because your response was to talk to them, calm them down, whatever. But what I used to do COD wise is I had them 1v1 each other, and whoever won, I let them know, both of them. Whoever wins, the other person has to shut the fuck up. Because you're arguing on who's better, and he beat you 3 times. So you can't say that, you can't make any ifs, ands, or buts, or maybes. And whoever loses, you just got to accept it, move on, and yeah, and fight another day. Kangalang honestly would say to you, like, and his mic's fucked up, but he would say to you he doesn't mind if you actually kick people, because there's certain times Kangalang was like, why is this nigga in the party? You know what I mean? But
yeah,
the fact that you don't want to do that because you don't want to ruin, who you are and put that heat on you, it's either you tell them, you make a rule like from the beginning when everybody joins, look, if you act up, I will kick both of you, and until you guys relax, I will add you back. If you guys still continue to act dumb, then you're not gonna play for the whole day with us. You can go play by yourself or whatever. I don't care. But uh I do not like I do not like when people argue and we're a family. And like if you're doing it in a jokey way, whatever, but like if you're just trying to hurt that person, I'm not gonna have you in the party to ruin everybody else's day. So if you can make that a thing where you explain to every member that when they join, then I think they would have a better understanding. Because Super Saiyan, believe it or not, you do that to people, and when they come back into the chat, they're relaxed. Or you tell them, like you told me one day when we were arguing, look, go cool off, leave, come back when you have a straight head. That's also good too. But yeah, I just want you to keep that in mind, because being a leader in any type of division or format, you have to break that unmaturity shit out, and you have to understand if this shit keeps going on, it's gonna get worse. One person's gonna leave, or God knows. So just
right,
keep that
right.
in mind, okay?
I always try to do yeah, valid points, very valid points.
Yeah, we don't want people in MVP. It doesn't matter like what type of game, them arguing to the point where they're not listening to even the leader, and it makes you look bad. Because when you're the leader, you're the guy, you're the dad, and everybody follows in your footsteps, whether it's good influence or bad. So yeah, we'll move on to the next question. Kanglang, you there? You can ask the next question since your mic's doing
Wait,
a little bit.
I have him muted. I can't hear him.
Oh, then he left.
Hello? Just you asked the question.
All right, Kanglang, what did you think of his last response? Hello?
It's not talking.
All right, I'll just read you the next question. How would you deal with inspiring a member to train and practice? How, how would you how would you deal with inspiring a member to train and practice, but they lack the motivation to do so, Super Saiyan?
this one's a tough one. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This one is really.
And you as a person, since I know you, really have a hard time with this particular thing.
Alright, I will. Okay. Alright. Damn, this one's definitely a tricky one. Because I never, like, the only time I really motivated somebody to, like, really try something was Tone, because Tone is, like, he's kind of funny, but he's also very stupid. Um, I wanted him to learn the basic fighters combo, the down triangle, standing triangle, square square, down circle, square square, square. And at first he kept fucking it up, and he was like, "Damn, Super, I can't do this shit. I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to quit. Let's just fight." He just wanted to keep fighting me, and he didn't want to learn how to do the combo. And I was like, I just kept telling him, "Bro, try again, you'll get it." And then he kept getting closer and closer to doing it. And I was like, "So close, Stone, a little bit more, a little bit more." And then he finally got the combo, and I was like, "I told you, you could do it, bitch ass." I said, and I don't know. He was very amped and excited. He was like, "I'm that nigga. I did that shit. Anything that you show me, I could do it." And he was very excited that like he got that combo down. And now like when I fight Tone, he does that combo all the time. He melts me for like half of my health. And I just motivated him to do it because he wanted to give up, but I just kept pushing him to do it, and he got step by step closer to finishing the combo.
Mm-hmm.
And then he eventually did it, and once he did it, he wanted to do it again so he could master it. So then he tried to do it 5 other times. He did it like 2 out of those 5 times. And then once you know you can do a certain combo, you just keep doing it until you fully master it. And maybe that would be my way of motivating someone, because if they can get the combo one time, or a close setup to the combo,
Mm-hmm.
and then once they know they can do it, they just gotta push themselves, and I also gotta push them to do it as well. So maybe maybe that would be my way. But in this area, I'm very lacky. I lack a lot because I don't really try to motivate a lot of people, because that's like trying to motivate editing. Editing is not a person that you want to motivate because he's lazy and he just doesn't want to do shit. Um, when we all used to play Storm together, he wanted to be better than you by a lot because of the ego thing. And I offered to show him combo buffers and other combos and how to do switch tech and all of that. And I told him and I showed him how to do it. But two things: he was a lazy fucker. He didn't want to do it himself. Plus, he got a job. But when he got home, he never took the time out of his day to just practice for those 2 to 5 minutes that can really help out. One of my key things is just get on a game for at least 5 minutes and practice some type of combo, any type of combo. It doesn't even matter what combo it is. Just get on the game for 5 minutes, and maybe you won't be rusty. But when I try to do it, or when I tried to teach editing, it didn't work because he himself lacked the the motivation to do it. And even if I told him the motivation, imagine if you beat Cheesemo, imagine his face, imagine this, imagine that. Um, he just wouldn't care about it because it's just the type of person it is. So at the end of the day, there's two key factors. It's the person that's trying to motivate a person, and it's the person that has those current goals. Now, did editing eventually did become good at Storm? Yes, by fighting me and a bunch of other people. But that was a thing he did on his own thing. It wasn't because he was getting taught by me. It's just because he just was bored enough to other games that he just wanted to play it himself. So there are definitely two factors to how you want to do it. But that's my wonky response to it because I don't really have a good response to this question because I never like motivate a lot of people to try to get better. And
Now,
if they
okay.
do want to get better, it's something that they might have to like ask me. If like somebody asks me a question about a game mechanic, for example, on fighters, I know a lot of tech on fighters. I know a lot of mechanics on fighters, and any question they might have for me, I can give them a tip about it because I know about that game mechanic for a lot of certain games. Um, I can definitely give them tips and tricks, but it also like depends on the person itself is a key factor and the person that's trying to help them. That is
Okay.
my response.
Well, I'll say this. The reason we have this question is because as a leader in any game in the world, or a coach, or a leader in real life, or, anything in general, you will deal with people like this. And I've trained 200 people in MVP, and I know that there are individuals who lack the motivation to play and don't really want to do certain things, and it takes them a while to really feel it out. Sometimes people get very frustrated that it's not going the way they think, and they refuse to keep putting themselves through the same type of negative energy, because the more they can't do it, the more they're going to give up on themselves. Your idea of motivating them and cheering them up and telling them, what it's going to benefactor to them completing it is very important as any leader, especially for MVP. What I want you to take from this question is that you gotta always remind them of, because you see, you gotta understand, you were training these guys, and it's not even like it was your clan or anything. This is a clan, so they're gonna take your perspective a lot more seriously and a lot more differently than if you just told a random friend. You know what I mean? You telling editing is, it's not like it's a job for editing, or editing is going to get an award, or he's going to be able to get a new rank, or he's going to get new money. If he was there was no what's the word, there was no he wasn't going to get anything out of listening to you to do the combo. But if this was like a clan, and like he had to know this combo to be a certain rank, he's gonna take it a lot more seriously and a lot more different, because he's like, okay, if I want to be this rank and I don't want to be a weak ass rookie member anymore, I'm gonna have to know this fucking combo, so I'm not left behind. I'm with everybody else. So, like I said, you're going to experience this, but when it happens to you, it's going to be a little bit different, because if they can't do the combo, they can't get promoted type of shit. And if they can't get promoted and everybody's getting promoted but them, then it just shows everybody's better than them, and they don't want to feel that way. They want to be at least with everybody else. So, like I said, your mindset to motivate them is very good. I just want you to just keep pushing the envelope, and eventually they're gonna fucking do it, like what happened to Tone. All right,
Hmm.
good, good, very good. Okay,
Is that the last question?
we got three more.
Oh my god, I'm very, very tired.
All right, so how would you communicate with your members on and off the game to get them to play at any time?
Uh, Easy. Social media, bruh.
Uh-huh. Which
I
type of
would
social media?
PlayStation app, Discord, Snapchat, Instagram, and you name it. Like I would just ask for their thing, and they would give it to me, and I would just text them and hit them up. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of those people that play fighters that I don't want to invite, they would definitely be. own, man.
Cool. All right.
Um,
Two more
yeah,
questions.
that is my response.
As captain, you'll always set high goals to achieve, like your gen being the strongest, um, to have the most members, beat records. So if your team lost on the
Well,
same, well, hold on, we gotta think at a fighting game standpoint.
yeah. I
Uh,
was gonna say that there's not a lot of COD records gonna be broken if my generation.
yeah. Well, hold on. Let me see.
No,
No, we would have to change the question. So for a
I don't
fighting
know.
game,
This like
no, let's just ask him that question instead, Kangalang. So we're gonna skip that question because that question was more or less like a COD
COD based.
question.
Yeah, yeah,
Like it. Yeah, we would have to change that. So we'll ask you the very last question, okay? So how would you react to losing a clan war? Also, what will you do if they start calling MVP trash? Will you sit there and let a clan talk trash to your family, or will you speak up, put them in their place, and motivate your team to do better? For instance, you lose, you're talking with your members. Will you be negative or positive with your feedback? Which means that you, both instances, you've lost the clan war. The first part of it is, are you gonna, they're saying, oh, you know, MVP sucks, your captain sucks, you guys are fucking garbage, you guys are trash. Are you just gonna sit there and let these other random kids shit talk your clan? Or are you gonna
no.
say something?
I'm obviously gonna just shit talk back. What?
Perfect. And the second half of the question is basically like, you just lost the clan war, the clan left. Is your feedback to your members, your kids, is it going to be like, bro, why the fuck did you lose to this guy? Like, I literally showed you how to do the fucking combo yesterday. And, you know, we get to the clan war, which is something we get maybe like once a week on the game, and you just constantly fuck it up. You constantly are a reason that we always lose, and I don't even know why the fuck you're here. Because you're not trying and you're making us look bad. Or are you going to be the person that's going to say, look, guys, we lost today because, you know, could be lag, we dropped combos. Obviously, the stakes were very high because we were proving which clan was better. Um, let's go practice a little with a few characters and practice like a couple, you know, combo buffers or whatever the fuck we gotta do so that we can beat the fuck out of them the next week. Which type of path are you gonna take with that concept?
I would try to take the second path, obviously, but it's like being being a captain. You know, I think that means you're probably the best,
Yes,
right?
yes, one hundred
So
percent.
most likely your whole team in this, pardon me, your whole team would heavily rely on you
Right.
overall because you would be. Alright, example. Me, you, and Dolphin, we all get on COD. Me and Dolphin haven't played COD in fucking 8 months, 6 months, but we know you have longer COD experience. We would heavily rely on you to carry us through a TDM because we know you just like you're a COD guy. You know that's your thing, and we would have a lot of reliance on you. But if we see you, going negative or just getting streaked up on, and then we would feel a certain type of way, and we would lose
Hmm.
motivation as well, because it's like our great leader Cheesemo is getting beat up. So what's the point? Because he's better than us, and if he's losing, we might as well
You
lose.
made it sound a little sad right now.
Bro, but it's
But
so
I
true
get
though.
it. It is true. Yes, that's the whole point of the question. Like, um, you got the right, you got the right key components, but like, you gotta understand that there's gonna be certain times where there's gonna be people that are better than you. That's just life. But the idea is,
Exactly.
if your generation embodies everything you are as a person, personality, because that's what's gonna happen, Super Saiyan. You may not believe me, but when you build a generation MVP wise, when you have your own team, they resemble everything you are: personality, competitive instinct, aggressive style, comedic behaviors. All that shit you are goes to them. And when they become like you in body and spirit, it passes on to the next generation. That's how it works in MVP. So you gotta understand, the things you tell them and the things you give advice, you let them know in times where you won and lost, it's gonna affect their their development into good players. And they're gonna take what they learn from you and they're gonna pass it on to the next person, whether it's a friend they bring in or whoever. Because the whole idea of these questions is, we want you to be the guy in charge, in command. When something hits the fan, you're the first one to fix it. If someone's slacking, you're the first one to fix it. You are ahead of everything and you're on top of everything. And we do not want fucking lieutenants to be in this tournament that just don't have a spine and don't know what it really takes to be cap. Like, look at the last two fucking captains. No one either A knows who they are, or B, nobody knows what they contribute to the fan. One person wasn't here at all. The other person was here, couldn't find anybody, had no motivation, had no ambition, had nobody can connect with him, nobody got on, and then he decided to join another fucking clan because he just couldn't either A, handle the responsibility, or he just gave up with his generation. He thought it was hopeless. We do not want a new leader to feel hopeless. We want a leader that's going to be sturdy, determined, and never quits on his passion to make a big difference within the fam. That's what we're looking for. So you with this whole fighting game shit, I like it. I think it's great. I think it's unique. And the thing is, I knew it was unique from the moment I told you if you played Xenoverse. Like, why would a guy who's been playing COD for so long and have a clan with Call of Duty, I could have just had you just play COD, but I really wanted you to be good in everything. And you did that, except for COD, because you focused on all those other criterias more
Then
and
COD.
than COD. Exactly. So imagine if the same time frame you have in all these games, you still put 5% of that effort in COD. You don't even have to play online. You just have to practice. As long as you know 1v1s in COD, I won't say anything. Because if you know 1v1s in COD and the whole criteria concept is training and getting better, then that's going to be great. But like I said, the reason you're here is because, number one, you have a lot of videos in the channel. Number two, everybody knows who Super Saiyan is. Number three, you're a great human being, a great kid, and I knew you were going to be sitting here today talking to me about this particular concept, and I feel it's time for a change. after talking with you, I feel the future is bright, and I feel that MVP as a whole is going to move into a clan that isn't just good at COD, but we're good at all these other games as well, which nobody can really say we're bad, and it can probably allow us to have more members if we played more variety of games as well. So, like I said, I think you did good answering these questions to the best of your ability. What do you think, Kangalang? Now's your time to speak. Are you here?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm dying right now, bro.
You alright?
Oh,
Is there anything you can say to Super Saiyan regarding like all the things he wanted to accomplish ambition wise?
so crazy. Like, I especially you know this. Like, I seen what I could get a global
I'm that nigga.
at the global and fire and it honestly, bro, it's good. And I think you should make, bro.
Yeah, your dream is pretty strong.
Like, if you doing what you're doing in fighting games and stuff, like Call of Duty, everyone should.
I don't know about that Call of Duty part. I probably will not be on that. Maybe the I can give you my 100% guarantee that I will do this for the fighting aspect of it, but not the COD aspect of it. I could try the COD aspect, but it's like it's not something I would enjoy, and there's nobody that.
What if it was just 1v1s and like sniping shootout custom game? And cuz you see, you got to understand, Super Saiyan, if you're going to go all in, you got to be good at all these different games including COD. Cuz how will past members like when the thing is, you got to understand this. Obtaining the position is a great thing. Making a change, an even bigger thing. But the fact of the matter is, when you look at this at a story or history, you gotta understand that there's going to be Illuminati, and there's going to be people that would think that as good as you are in 4 games, you're still not good in. It's no different than when people used to tell me, you know what, Cheesemo, you're good with any gun, but you're not good at sniping. And then
I
what?
think
It's no, it's the same. It's the same concept. They would say you're good at one thing, you're not good at this thing. What did I do? I joined the sniping division. I went in the third cap tournament. I almost lost in the beginning, the first round, but I won the whole fucking thing. I became captain of MVS, which makes me one of MVP's best sniper players. Out of all the captains in the sniping division, they're better than me, but I still won the fucking thing. I still became cap. And I'm the first member to be cap in 2 divisions. So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, me and Kangalang are saying to you, we don't want people to say that to you, especially when you're already good at 4 other games and you're lacking in. Like, we're not even talking about online. We're talking about 1v1s. Because in fighting games, you do 1v1s, 3v3s, shit like that. But in COD, if you were just good at 1v1s, nobody can say anything to you because you can beat people in COD and you can beat people in fighting games. That's what me and Kangalang are saying by a little bit. Because obviously, if you play with your whole gen, your whole team, and you're going up against somebody, you guys might win. You may not play every day, but you might hold your own. But at the same time, you do not want to feel like um, you're doing the worst on the team and you're the leader because it all affects on you, right? So what me and Kang are saying is, if you're gonna go through with this, you gotta go all in and you gotta be good at all cylinders. Because you will have haters and you will have people to say, well, how is he amazing at these games, but at COD he sucks? Or how
See,
is he good at fighters, but like in Injustice he sucks? You know
I
what I'm
don't.
saying? Being
I know what
captain,
you're.
being captain means that you're the best. And if you're only the best at a certain limited amount of games and not all of them, then just picture this, Super Saiyan. Picture you were good at COD and all these fighting games. What can somebody say to you? They can't say anything.
Exactly.
Especially if they're only good at one game. But you will always have haters. I told a lot of great players this when I trained them. I don't just want you to be good at any gun. I want you to be good at sniping too. Because you're going to have guys that are going to say, well, yeah, you got it in fucking any guns, but sniping, I'll kick your ass. I want you to diminish. I want you to keep this in mind. I don't know what Kangalang's percentage of you is, but I want you to diminish any factor of somebody thinking that you are weak. Because you're not.
Mm,
So just keep that in mind.
sounds good. Sounds good.
So Kangalang,
Yeah,
what do you think his rating is?
7 out of 8. 7.6 out of 10.
Not bad. I'm writing that. Ah, I should write his actual name. Never mind. I'll just put Super Saiyan.
5 for sure.
Well, if he's 7 out of 8, he's in third place right now. It, yeah, that's a B. That's a B plus.
Oh, hey,
Really?
7.6 out of 8?
Oh, you mean it like that? So
Yeah,
7.6. Yeah, that's about a 96%.
6 out of 8. A minus.
Oh, that's what you meant. Yeah.
A.
Uh, I forgot to put a 0. 96%'s not bad. Why did you give him such a high score?
Not only because I like him, but due to the fact of his answers and stuff, and how long he made them, but
Detailed. Yeah,
detailed and stuff.
fair enough. Um, I will say this one last bit before we end the interviews for today. Super Saiyan, I've told you a million times.
Huh?
The moment I met you, I knew we're gonna be joining back the 007 chat. You don't have to add Dolphin. The day,
Dolphins already been here.
never mind. The day I met you, I always had this envision that you were gonna be a multi-talented player. And the thing about me compared to everybody else in MVP is that even though COD was getting worse and worse, I only had a passion to play because of MVP and the fam. If there was no MVP or um, none of you guys were here, I wouldn't be playing COD this long. I probably would have stopped all the way in BO2. Um, but because of you guys and because of the love I have for you guys, it always gave me energy and passion to persevere through everything and play long. But
Sounds good.
when it came to like these other games that I never had the opportunity of playing because of MVP, um, definitely getting guys to play different games really helped me have more fun gaming, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, that is.
So, I guess that's it. You scored the second highest of the people that we've interviewed so far. Good
Who's got a
motivation.
higher review than me?
Dustin,
His, what's his score?
98%.
Wait, what did I get? A 96?
Yeah.
Damn. Yo, Dolphin wants to, he wants to be interviewed as well, but maybe tomorrow.
What?
Dolphin wants to be interviewed, like, he wants to try.
What has Dolphin done? Like
I don't know.
I know Super Saiyan's done a lot. Dustin and Jordan. But but then again, we'll have to deal with that another time. But but Dolphin is very talented at the game.
Yeah,
But
you should try to, I don't know, interview him tomorrow.
how did you like the interviews though? Did you feel
Well,
comfortable?
I felt very comfortable. Some of the questions I like was like, I don't know. I just had to think about it, bro.
As long That's why I told you at the beginning, as long as it's yourself and you're being truthful to what you think, I'm 100% down for it. A fucking division on a fighting game would be really talented. Imagine Cheesemo being a captain a third time in another division. Now that is very badass. MVS. I'm better than you.
I'm better than everybody.
No, when Super Saiyan becomes captain or if he becomes captain, I will be better than everybody because I'm already good at Yu-Gi-Oh! And Fighters and Xenoverse and
What?
Naruto. A hundred
What?
percent. Hold on. I want to guarantee that Naruto, 100%. I'll be the next guy.
I don't know about that, bro. If somebody else start to
It's gonna be me, bro. Like
No.
what? You think Chad is gonna beat me? Oh no, not Chad. Chad's great, but he's not better than Ben.
What about
Dolphin's
Dolphin?
good
Dolphin.
too with his little mash and Kakashi, but nah. No, Errol doesn't even know how to play that game. But yeah, we're
No.
done. We can all go back to the 007 chat and have some fun if you guys are still down. But yeah.
Nah, bro. I'm tired, nigga. I didn't even think it was gonna take this long, but like I had to give my best answers. Like I had to sit here and actually think about a a a response because I was like, what the. Ah,
yeah, that's
bro, I'm gonna get some water, bro. My throat is very dry. I'll be right back.
Dolphin, you can speak. Hello?
This shit is insane.
How did you think of the answers Super Saiyan answered?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. Half the questions were fucking weird. I'm just gonna say that.
How are the questions weird?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It was just kind of whack.
In what
I don't know. There were some
terminology?
questions like I don't think you would like really have to think about. Like,
Like you talking about him thinking?
well, no, like I don't know. Like they were just kind of like I get like the whole thing, but like I don't know. I feel like the questions were a little bit like too serious
Yeah,
for like a
well,
fucking video game.
I understand what you're saying, but you gotta understand, not doing this and selecting a dumbass that doesn't think of these criterias will not be a good leader. They either won't post, won't be online, won't find people, give up, join another clan, or I don't know, they'll just wouldn't be good if they don't have these things in their mind. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't be a good player and lead a group, lead any type of clan in any game. Because if you're a good player and you don't know how to be a leader, it it kills the clan because it's like you're good, but you don't know how to do leadership roles to keep the clan moving longevity. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of clans I've seen in COD, and I only say COD because I've only ever played COD for so long. They would build a clan because they're a good player.
But what's the point of having a good leader if your clan like isn't known at all?
Your clan, no, your clan doesn't have to be known. Like, there could be a player that is really,
What's the point of the clan?
that's what I'm
Isn't a
saying.
clan's goal to become known and become great?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If you have somebody who is just a good player, they have no ambition or goals for the clan. They just got a couple people, made a name, and they play. But if there's no ambition, there's no goal, there's no purpose, then the clan doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well,
I don't care what the clan name is or
ambition.
I don't care what the game is. If you don't as a leader have a strong ambition and you can't like connect that with the people you're bringing in, then what the fuck is the point of the clan? You're just a bunch of people playing together every single day.
So I have a question.
What's up?
Then what is phase? What's phase's ambition?
Well, I don't know FaZe that much, but I'm pretty sure they wanted to be the best clan, Call of Duty clan in the world.
And they are one of the best.
Exactly.
So now what are they? What's their ambition now?
I don't know. I don't follow FaZe.
That's what I'm asking. Once a thing gets a certain limit, their
Well,
ambition
all I know is that they were playing COD for
and all that time
since like 2008. They played competitively, and then they wanted their members all to have an individual YouTube to uh, get more people seeing how good their clan is. Then they had selective individuals to participate in money tournaments, which they would get known globally if they won or if they made it to the finals, which is how a lot of people knew about them. And then yeah, they made money and yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'm just saying, ambition can only bring you so far. At the end of the day, it's all up to how good your players are.
Exactly. But
And that's
that's
what phase is mostly made of. It's not made of ambitious people. It's made of just people with really good.
exactly. So like that's what I'm saying. Like if a leader doesn't understand these questions or can't really respond to these questions, then that means that they wouldn't know how to make their team good. They wouldn't know how to organize or do any of this shit. They would think that they would just need me online or they would need somebody online to do all the shit for them, and nothing moves like that. Every leader in history in the world that had an idea stuck with it, and then it became a routine. It became a continuation, generation after generation. Like you have to get your driver's license, you have to go to school. Like these are things people came up with. This isn't like they just said, "Oh, school's a good idea, go to school," but what are they gonna learn? There's always has to be something that moves. That I don't know. You get the idea of what I'm saying. I've just seen so many clans. The guy thinks he's good, he makes a clan, and then, like, he wants them to be very good, but then the clan goes on for a year, and then the next year it's the same thing, and then people start to leave because there's nothing more to accomplish, there's nothing more to do. Either the leader isn't, like, someone cool you can connect with, or, like, he's just too like I don't know, like I wouldn't follow somebody that doesn't have a direction or an ambition. Super Saiyan and the other two guys that were here that were interviewed had some good ass ambitions, and I would like to see a future of what they're trying to build, but